Hi friends, hi family, hi YouTube. It's me, Samantha Dawn. I'm just, you know, sitting around. I've got a sore stomach. I've been sick for the last 3 days. Sorry I haven't had any YouTube videos to upload. I'm just trying to stay away from food at the moment. My stomach is actually tightening up. I'm not actually exercising though. So a lot of information is coming out right now, and I'm trying not to get upset or have a seizure because I haven't done any uploads or shared anything. I'm just going to open up these curtains. Feel free to join me. It's very boring here. A few of my friends recently have got new jobs, new houses, new everything really. But me, that's what I'm looking for, and I know that is really hard. I'm craving fizzy drink. I'm craving Sprite in a can. I'm thinking about going down to the shop and just getting some Sprite in a can, because that's what I'm craving. Because I just feel like everywhere I go there seems to be some conflict or some major issue, which is really annoying. I'm not saying who or what. I'm just saying, like, I cannot seem to get my way at the moment. I've just joined a page for childless women. So I guess that's people who are like 30s and 40s. I've also got a few friends that just have like a partner and no kids. We just have pets. I've also got like friends that have partners, and they have like one kid. But I do have like in-laws and no, not in-laws. I did. But like what do you call them? Um like some family members that have like tons of kids. So for me, um I'm very like, I like to keep to myself, but I don't mind sharing a little bit. I've always been like that though. I grew up in a really big house, a lot of really big houses, and we had big backyards, country backyards, and swimming pools, and our family was always really busy with other families. I don't even know if my parents ever like had jobs or went to work. Because I just remember them wanting to drag us around and move us around all the time to all these places. Nothing ever really felt like quiet and simple. I like when things get quiet and simple. Sometimes everything just feels like a major party all the time, and sometimes I like to be, it's nice to be busy and to be around people, but sometimes it just becomes like it becomes too competitive, and I don't like that because I get left out really easily, especially when everyone like moves on and gets jobs, and some of us don't find any work or find any jobs, and as soon as you get a job, it takes up pretty much all your life. You know, you're working away all your life. Hi anyone on the vlog. I was just wondering if anyone wanted to watch me perform a vlog at the cafe that I go to, or the bar that I go to, or when I'm out for coffee with friends. If you guys wanted to be on, like, it wouldn't be, you wouldn't hear much from me, like I wouldn't be sitting down talking or anything. I would probably just like film a little bit and then say hello. I don't think my friends would want to be on a vlog. I think vlogs, because there's so much drama and conflict between girls and boys, sometimes it's better just to make a vlog that's like personal, like maybe mechanics, if you're into like engineering and mechanics and stuff. Those are really good vlogs. Or if you're just quietly like doing hobbies in your garage, or going and buying things from the store, like grocery shopping and department store shopping by yourself, or doing something that's kind of like private and quiet, that's not like bringing loads of people into it. But I do try to share myself. Like, I've always been around people and tolerated people, but at the same time I've always been really, really quiet. um I'm private because I don't really want to share myself like fully. I still want to be myself. Sorry, the camera keeps glaring. Like, it looks like I have an eyebrow piercing, but I don't. I've got a very plain looking face. Unfortunately, I get really creepy looking people messaging me all the time. But I don't have any tattoos or any piercings. I never have. I never got dragged into that because even though my friends and family wanted me to do crazy, wild things all the time, I never did. I always hung around with people who liked going out, liked exercising, didn't mind getting like a few drinks, but like they like never went crazy. They like never got tattoos. I remember us girls were like all hanging out, like looking like $1 million, like, because it's a girls thing, not a boys thing, unfortunately. um we don't mind doting on the boys and being like, oh, you're so gorgeous, you're so cute, but at the end of the day, everything was like full woman. And like, but we need you guys. We still need you guys for, you know, things. But like, yeah, not really that needy, are we, these days? But like, yeah. So I I I I remember we were hanging out. This is going back like 10 years ago or something, and like, it was cool because the boys would get to the flat and they'd have all their beers and stuff, and they'd be like real chill, real laid back, like really like quiet, and good taste in music and stuff. But we knew that at the time it was just us girls were like talking about getting tattoos and piercings, and some of us ended up getting our noses pierced, but I ended up taking mine out really fast because I thought it looked tacky. um I don't like looking like trash. Like, I just think trashy images are for people that like need them. Sometimes it's easier for people to find friends if they put themselves out there, but via like tattoos. If they're like already really struggling, somebody like a member of the peer group will be like, okay, like you're gonna struggle without some type of enhancement. It'll be easy for you to blend into your own crowd of people if you maybe like got a piercing or a tattoo or something. But people like me, I've never needed that. Like, I've always been really happy without all that stuff. And I mean, some people get, you know, upset. Some people will comment on me and say things like, and people like me and say things like, oh, your personality's shit because you don't have any tattoos or piercings, and you won't even show your body to anyone. And it's like, what do you mean by that? Because I've been working the last 20 years. I've been working for like 20 years with different jobs and stuff, and I've never had to show my body. I mean, I have shown my body. Like, I'll go to friends' houses and use their swimming pools and go to the pools and stuff with friends and like go and meet people and like um like I used to work in the hot houses growing plants and stuff. I didn't get paid that much. It was pretty bad. But like I would just wear my shorts, my short shorts, because it was like 35 degrees in the glass houses in summertime. So I just used to like, I remember getting really tanned inside the greenhouses, but not burnt. I never got burnt. Do you know why? Because I was inside the glass house. So I just got tanned. Yeah, it's just at the moment, after I've been doing like 5 years of nursing and caregiving, I've been trying to find something else to do because I feel like I'm suffocating without even having like a swimming pool or something to look down to when I'm working really hard. Sometimes you have to have something to remind you that you're still young, because sometimes work makes you feel tired, old, exhausted, like you're losing out, and nothing can make up for it, not even sex. So, I mean, there's really no category anymore for cool people. Some people think that they've got to do something to be like cool. But that's actually not a real thing. There are only people who are definitely, but still okay. But they're definitely giving up on everything like extremely cool. They would be like retired people. They don't care about whether they're cool or not. So I don't know what that's about. Anyway, I'm just gonna carry on and say I was thinking about filming like another. I was seeing if one of my bosses would let me film some vlog stuff. Not that anyone's watching, or supporting my vlog at the moment, but thank you for subscribing, and please continue to subscribe. The more subscribers I gain, the more views I get. So it's just me trying to weave through society in my small city, and no gossip, no drama, just showing like the positive side of everything that I can. So it's a shame that I wasn't vlogging 5 years ago, because I had my best friend's father had a house with a swimming pool up at the top of the hills, and then her mum also lived out in the country, so she had horses. So we'd go from like the pool house to the horses, and it was like so much fun. And now I've stopped caregiving. Low on money, like I don't have any money except for like my government pocket money, which is like $300 a week, but some of that has to go on like Wi-Fi and power. So it's just me, just I get left with about a couple of hundred. A lot of the times I end up wasting the money on McDonald's, but in like I have a place that I can go where I can where I get coffee, and another place where I go to get drinks. But if I need groceries, I think I might need to either order online or go to a food bank at some stage. If I don't go to a food bank, there's a new supermarket that's just opened up in my city called Kai. It's called Kai, the Kai store. So it's just like a mega supermarket that doesn't have any other branches. It's just the one, but it's got heaps of budget items like fruits and veggies, and everything sort of reduced. Like just everyone was talking on Reddit recently about how the budgets have gone down. I think people honestly like being targeted for controversial conversations and stuff, because every time I avoid confrontation or conflict, people like start it up again, and I think those people actually like being in the middle, placed in the middle of drama and being able to get away with everything. But they're not the type of people I enjoy being around. I like being around quiet people who pace themselves and take life slowly. Like my friend who's messaging me now, I really like people like her because she's just taking things really slowly, like bit by bit. She's actually caring about the way that life goes for her and how it looks. I like people like that who take things slowly, that they know when something's getting too much, and if like help doesn't appear, then it's like they have to make big choices, and it's like trying to avoid making big difficult life choices, because it's not easy. Not everyone can do everything. Like for me, I struggled working as a caregiver for 5 years. Some of the time, if there was no emergencies or they didn't need me, they would just put me on a quiet task. So I'd still go and it would be really quiet and I'd really enjoy it. But then I hurt my back and I started to feel like I was aging really quickly. My whole appearance changed. And I'm not just saying that. I had really bad acne and I was trying to be a vegan. I lost all my sense of familiarity. Like my body started to not recognize itself. I started to get pulled into other people's like idea of everything. I just started to break down emotionally because I like missed my real self, my original self, my personality, the personality that I actually have that connects me to like my all of my memories, like primary school, um, high school, friendship, personal, like the way that I am personally, when I'm alone as well. Like if I have to live life alone, I like need, have to rely on myself and no one else. I don't have flatmates. Then I absolutely need a sense of familiarity, and I I have had to give up caregiving for now, but I feel like if I had the right things happening, um, I would have probably been fine. Like, I should have been eating meat when I started, and that would have been fine. I probably would still be doing it today with no issues, but there wasn't really anyone around trying to pull me out of it. Like, I felt like I wasn't personally being cared for, which now I am because I'm making new friends. And even though we're all like struggling to maintain our friendships and our relationships with our partners and our families, um, we've still got to take time to care about each other. And I think for me, that means like, that has meant like going to my mum's house every week and having consistent visits. It has meant reapplying for my old job again, potentially Healthcare NZ, or it's also meant me going and doing something really nice for myself, like making coffees and learning how to perform latte art. I was thinking maybe getting back into like cocktail making or something like that. If you guys wanted to watch me, I kind of wanted to watch. I kind of wanted to do like a deep dive and film it. Like I'd really love to learn how to do um, coffees and stuff. Like I'd love to be able to like personally help someone, but um, like I don't know if I know how to pour the coffees well enough to be training people, but like I definitely know how to bake and cook and do all that. I also just had an interview, but it was really far away. It was like in Redwood, and I really really wanted the job. I really wanted the job and the cash, but it was too far away. So that makes me panic a little bit that I would have had a job immediately and it was low pressure, but it was in the wrong area. So I'm trying to take lessons from my old life coach who said, Sam, time's ticking. Um, you actually do need to sort this out. Like, you're putting everything else first, and that's one of the messages she gave to all the girls in the group was you seem to be putting everything first. You actually need to trust that like to get a soulmate or a life partner, you've studied and you've got certificates and you're able to go back to work, but it really sounds like you need to actually put the partnership first because that's what you did the program for. Like that's why you spent 20K, $20,000 or something paying it back because of GST and things like that with the loan companies. So there was two loan companies, so I had to pay back extra tax. So it actually cost $20,000 20,000 New Zealand dollars that I paid for with caregiving while I was saving up for my home loan. So that's on hold. So I'm hoping to get my job back, or maybe if I can't find anyone willing to give me a job as a caregiver again, I could just do hospitality. It just means I'd be taking on a slightly smaller pay rate, or a significantly smaller pay rate. Hopefully I can get my pay rate up to $25 because right now it's up to or it's only 24 in New Zealand. But the thing is that if I found a partner who was working, or a partner who was working but semi-retired, or it doesn't really matter. Like there's so many single men out there that are alone. They don't have partners at the moment, or they're like they've got friends and stuff, but like I don't mind somebody who's lonely and alone. Like I've come across people who were like incredibly fucking handsome, and they were like hitchhiking, and I was like, you know, okay, I think he could be looking for a partner, because when you put your dreams into the hemisphere and the stratosphere, especially if you're doing things like going on retreats, taking 8-week long like spiritual programs and stuff, and you're like the only one in your city doing this. There are other girls that are in the city doing things like this, but in order to like prioritize yourself as an entity, is to actually work for things and pay for things and do the courses, because if they believe in themselves and they have the technology and the people to actually put you through the programs with the information and the advice, they actually do have the power to give you friends, family, partners that you've always dreamed of, the lifestyle that you've dreamed of, and everything that you've always been dreaming of. If you've got trauma and you're still struggling, even after all the courses that you do, it's good just to find your way back to your heart, your original heart base. Hopefully that's not too traumatizing. I know I've had healers and coaches say that to me, like, once you do all the healing and everything, even on like the small amount of money that I've got, like I'm not like a CEO, I don't have all that money, like I don't have millions of dollars or anything like that. I'm still like they said that most of the women in the group were driving their dream cars. They were driving their dream cars, living in their dream houses, or they had money to buy things, but it's because they were doing things differently. My situation was a lot worse, and it still is. All I feel like I have now is my beauty, and a lot of girls have beauty, so yeah, I'm just glad that I prioritize myself. And sorry, the glare on the camera keeps coming up and making me look like I've got piercings, but I don't. I don't have anything like that. It doesn't mean like I don't like to party. It just means that there's always people trying to bring me down and make me look like a foul person, but I am not foul, because I choose not to be. So it's good to have, you can take your piercings out at any time, by the way. People are allowed to do what they like. I prefer to be a classic beauty because I've always looked at images of my family members and they're always really beautiful and classic. And I like that. And I've always watched my favorite movies, Disney movies and stuff, which never costed me anything. So it's not about the money. It's not about the money. It's about finding your soulmate. I know that they said that when you want to start improving on your relationships and stuff, that your king will be there. He might have. You don't know what life could end up being like. There's a lot of people that take I wouldn't call it that like they evolve or they do anything special or they're like they're better than me. They're not. But some girls will try to outdo everyone else in life. They'll try to make decisions to like cut through and do things. It's weird. I've always been honest, like from the ground up, and I think that's really I think that's actually really respectable, like just being honest and not trying to cut corners and stuff. Like I've had to cut corners and stuff, obviously, because even though I've done the 8-week program, all those retreats and stuff, and been vegan and done all that, I haven't cut corners or anything. Like I've always been really honest, and I know that I'll start to see one of the girls from school or something's happened and I'll start to see them shift and move on and do more and more and more and more and watch them go through their phases and stuff, and then I'm still single and it's like, okay, so I'll see somebody, they'll show up for me and I'll just be like, is this the right decision? Like I'm questioning all of my decisions all the time every time somebody shows up. And that's what's really upsetting is like it's not really knowing what to do. It's like, okay, like I could say, okay, I want my show like I want my soulmate to actually show up. Like my life coach has been urging this the whole time. It's like, okay, well then put the career thing on hold and just find your soulmate, whatever it takes. Like you don't have to quit your job. Like there's all sorts of avenues girls can take if they've taken like their soulmate thing seriously. The worst thing you can do is just like tell too many people about it, because then everyone starts to jump in and starts to try and control, when all that they should be doing is just saying encouraging things to you like, he's out there, you'll meet your soulmate. He'll be really, really confident and everything that you need, but like you don't even know what you need, so how would you know who your soulmate is? Like if you cannot figure out who it is and what you need, then why don't you just ask for your soulmate to show up and see if the world can figure you out? Like why doesn't the world well, not the world, but of people, but the elusive godlike energy of like creation and stuff, why can't he assess you, put your energy first, and then try to figure out what you need? Does God know your exact eye color? Does God know all the freckles on your face? Does God know everything everybody says to you? Is God like keeping tabs on you in a nutshell and wants to give you your twin or your exact match? Does God know that like your hair color has changed quite a lot over the years? Does God know like who you are? Like, does God know your situation right now, that you're in right now? Does He know like every fiber of your being first, or have you just made you've done all the work for God and God hasn't done any of the work for you? Does God mind that you took all these weird programs and did all this weird stuff? And is He helping you to get a job? Is He helping you to recover? Like, is He pointing you in the right direction? Do you feel like you're around the right people? And is God helping the people who are around you too? Like, and I mean, I try to say that, but like sometimes my attitude can waver on God because like I always wanted somebody who would understand me. Like I always just wanted someone who looked like me. But instead I've got all these hateful people messaging me online, and sometimes I just want God to deliver the right person to me, and He has all the right attributes and all the right stuff according to my personality. Like, it would just be like, if God was in control, what would God do? Like, what would God do for me? What would Jesus do for me, or God do for me? So it's like, maybe I should be with somebody that's like me, that matches me. That my soulmate is a man, and maybe he would have blue eyes or green eyes, or maybe he would have dark hair like me, and that way I would never feel alone ever again. He would be really kind and really loving. Um, it doesn't mean I have to like chase all these men around the city. I know that God could be really loving, or my idea of God should be really loving, and God has influence over man and stuff like that. But like, has God had a good look at me, and has God found what I was asking for? Like a man my age who is single with no kids, who would look after me and not cheat on me, but can be a physical match to me, um, and treat me the right way. If God believes that I should have a partner, I pray for it, and I've been praying for it for 10 years. Um, I know that I've had a partner before, and it was very confusing, and I just don't think I just didn't have enough maturity or growth. Like, I had enough to treat him nicely. Like, I'm a girl who has always been polite and kind. So I think I was really nice. But then I started to get that girl vendetta thing going on to try to explain things, because normal human beings, they don't listen. Like, they've turned to hate. So I was hoping that maybe there would be a God that would listen. So I was thinking of taking you guys places and doing things. Like, I'm just wearing this bikini top at the moment. I've just lost a little bit of weight. I know it's really hard to hear that, like, I don't have a job and I don't have money, but like, I'm really struggling to actually find my soulmate, because work was just like really demanding. I couldn't get out in the weekends. I was struggling to like when work tries to take disciplinary action over people because they don't trust their employees and stuff. It was like, well, how am I supposed to manifest my soulmate if no one's listening? Like, I want to be with a European person, somebody with my complexion. Um I think that it helps me to feel grounded over my lifetime. And I've actually shared this with other people so that nobody else gets upset or confused. Everybody finds a way to bond with their partners, but for me, because I've paid for the program, I've actually paid to request that I get what I want. And yeah, I've tried to date people with kids, but it didn't feel like it was right for me. It feels like I've actually paid and written down what I wanted. And yeah, I don't want to listen to anyone who's being a pessimist and try to cock block me. Like somebody's just commented a really nice comment to say that, yeah, you need to be invigorated with positivity because people can cock block you. If you're like really receptive to like kindness and stuff, some people can destroy you with a single comment, and just don't listen to them. So I was just saying that like yeah, I do have like certain moods and stuff and all that, but um if I really am going to find a soulmate, I think I've already done everything within my power to get to know human beings and the people around me in my own way. Everybody does it in their own way. And they become happy and content. And I will eventually have to become happy and content. And I may have to move house. The soulmate may not come to me and live here, or he might. He might do that. That's possible. Only God will really know that. So I'm just going to leave the live there. I wasn't supposed to go into a deep dive. Instead, you guys might want to come and see me go grocery shopping, or maybe go op shopping, or maybe go out for coffee with friends, or maybe do something with mum, or maybe I could take you to the coffee shop or to the bar and you could just see what I'm getting up to. These are all places that I like am gravitating to with my attaching my small personality to these places and like making myself feel a part of it somehow. So like maybe it's that's not those are actually quite nice places to take you guys, and I like fully support the places that I go. Like if I see chaos erupting or drama erupting or somebody feeling hurt or upset or lost and alone or trying to manage something that they're like kind of just quietly being there and managing, then I won't say anything because it happens to me all the time when I go places. I'll like be trying to manage my personality. Like I'll be going through something silently and I won't say anything. I just try to stay busy, or I try to like talk to somebody about like just normal things. If I feel like I'm going through a crisis or a drama of some sort, I'll either think about it at home and listen to music, and if I feel like I need to connect with another human being, I'll just privately message a really good friend who knows how I am. I'll try not to blow it up. But like if I am out somewhere and the girls are having conversations in public, I just try to reroute the conversation and divert the conversation to like something a little bit more like humbling. Like if they're like arguing about a guy, I'll just say, oh, that's so exciting, that's so much fun, it gives you girls something to talk about. But have you tried that have you tried that new tea bar at, I think it's the Riverside Market in Christchurch? There's a new tea bar. They're like brewing flavored teas, and they've got these really cool clear jugs where it's got like a shaft at the back of the jug, and like the clear jug. So the shaft is separate, what they do is they put all the tea leaves and all the tea bags into the shaft at the back, and that way everything's like out of the way of the clear juice. So you've got like the shaft there, and they'll put all the tea bags in there. They'll pour all the hot water into the back, and then it will start to bring out the flavor fusion into the main part of the jug. So then you can just hire the whole jug with your friends, and then you can just pour. You can get cold tea or hot tea. You can just pour the flavored variety of flavored teas, like black tea with flavorings, and just pour like the tea into cups, or you could buy one for yourself and drink the whole thing. Like I would easily like drink the whole thing. It's like a proper jug, like a liter or something, and I just pour the whole drink, and then you can just ask for some like milk to take with you to the table, and you could just drink the whole jug. Like I could go and vlog that for a day, and then maybe I could get like a beer, and then I could go home. But I probably have to be on a late night, or I have to look up the schedule for when the Riverside Market is open. Because I think that would be a really nice place to go. I also wanted to go to the Nest Cafe bar. Have you seen those ads with Brad Pitt and George Clooney and Eva Longoria? So now everyone's buying those like capsule coffee machines. I was thinking of like going to the middle of the city at some stage. I just haven't got around to it. And going to the Nest Cafe. It's like a whole cafe bar just with all Nest Cafe flavored coffees and machines, and just buying like some Nest Cafe stuff. Obviously, I need to find a job. Like, I really need to find like a job like that I do twice a week or 3 times a week. Like, it's just something to do, like to give me like my own coffee fund, so I can just go out with the girls and I can still meet up with my family. I think if I have a partner, I'd probably have to leave this apartment because it's kind of taking over my life. Like, it's blinding the city to the fact that my soulmate hasn't showed up. So I can't even figure out how to get through all the blockages to finally meet a soulmate. Because if I stay here, I might not find him. Like, I have to be able to find him so that um, either I find somebody that would fit the apartment really well financially and mentally, or I would either meet my soulmate and I would move out, and then I would actually find a job. So I think sometimes what I'm trying to do is avoid going about things in a really unhappy way. Like if it doesn't align with my personal internal guide, the way that I am, like I can't just take all these personal sacrifices against myself all the time, like I have been for the last 20 years, because it's been dragging me down. Like it needs to be able to be customary to me, and I know it's a really big ask. It's a really tall order. It's like, what can we do for Sam? You know, it's like supermodel order. I'm not a supermodel or anything like that. I'm just a normal person. Okay, I'm still coming to terms with what I am. So anyway, hi, how's the dating apps been? The dating apps bad, Kazda. The dating apps are so bad. I'm thinking of just making myself an iced coffee from the fridge for today, because I've got a carton of milk and I've got some coffee back there. So I was thinking of just having like either a caramel latte that's like an iced caramel latte, because I've got some ice. I could stick it in the blender and just make like a iced coffee slushy, or iced cold brewed coffee on crushed ice. I'm not too sure, but like the dating apps are going really badly. Thanks for asking. I've actually deleted Hinge. Hinge is nice, and I did meet some really nice people, but like I didn't feel like I had confirmation. I had lots of friends and family members saying things to me like, "Oh, that sounds like a good person. Maybe you should date him." Um, but I'm just trying to figure out if my soulmate is going to be in alignment with me. So I'm hoping God can get my soulmate into alignment with me and work on his issues as well, because I know that all the people in my city have issues. I know that they all have issues like personal security issues, jealousy issues, partnership issues, baggage. It's just like God thinking that he needs to put me into a comfort zone for me to find my soulmate and me to end up with somebody who's just going to be just as bad or similar to the people that I've already been with, when I never I was never really there myself. Like I was always behaving like somebody else. Like I'm actually myself now. And that's what's important. The fact that I've become myself again, like that's what's really important. Like my original hair color is like in my personality right now. This is like a lifetime first for me being here right now. So it's like trying to deal with online abuse and stuff. It's not fun. Well, that's no good. I love iced coffee. Yeah, I love iced coffee. Like, I can't get enough of it. Like, I go through so much milk just trying to drink iced coffee. Like, I cannot get enough of it. I like iced tea and iced coffee. I just love, 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 love cold drinks. But man, do I go through a lot of milk. Personally, I go through a lot of milk. Sometimes I have to buy like 3 liter jug or 4 liter bottle of milk because like I drink so much milk. And then every time I drink all that milk I start to feel like I want to go get McDonald's and Burger King. I was thinking of going and getting Burger King today, but I just weighed myself and I'm like, no, don't. Like, if I want to get slender, slim, and fit, I cannot eat McDonald's right now. So, yeah, thank you for being so kind and friendly with me. And thanks for subscribing to my YouTube channel. And I try to offer as much as I can. But yeah, I'm starting to get better. My physical health is improving. And I'm hoping that I'll be able to get a job. I'm just having trust issues with the city right now, having trust issues with my job capabilities right now. I'm having trust issues in general because I just feel like I'm just slipping through the cracks again. And I want to get everything sorted and everything done so I can just stop complaining, like, and just move on with my life and have the life that is necessary for me. So it's not even about high success rates. It's not about having a big lifestyle. It's actually just like it's very, 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 very sacred and small. It's all it is. So, that's why I just thought I'd just say things like it's not about money. It's not about what my soulmate has. It's about how my soulmate connects to me, how my soulmate speaks to me, what my soulmate is able to share with me. A lot of people can be quite nasty, so that means they're not ready for relationships. And I don't want people like that to spread their dramas and diseases to like all the single people that are still available, because I don't want my soulmate to have insecurities. I don't want my soulmate to have commitment issues. I don't want my soulmate to be too controlling. I don't want my soulmate to make decisions for us. Like, I want to be able to customize my soulmate so that I'm the one that's directing him with what my needs are, because it's taken me so long to figure out what my needs are. So when I meet the right person, I just need him to be able to say, like, this is what I do, this is what I have, and you're welcome to be a part of my life. Or if he's living with flatmates, or if he's living with family, or if he's living alone, you don't let your mother interfere. So don't like let anybody else talk to God. Okay? Don't let anybody else interfere and talk to God, because they're always going to try to make rules when what you're requesting is not about rules. So it doesn't mean he's going to be confused and up in the air because he's like trying to juggle what you want. He just needs to be the soulmate. So you just need to actually meet the soulmate and take the life that is in front of you. That's all it is. That's all it is. Like, if you go back to his house or he comes back to your house, that's all it is. And then you make lifestyle choices to support each other as soulmates. That's all it is. It's not like somebody's trying to restrain you or criminalize you or make you feel unhealthy, because your soulmate would never do that to you, because your soulmate will be blessed by God, because you have done the inner work for it. You have paid for it over and over and over and over again. You've had to say bad things about people that you love just to make space for yourself, inside yourself, about the things that you want. Okay? And you've even had family members having to come back to you and say, okay, well, what is it that you want? Like, I believe in you. Like, I know you've done the work. Like, you've done so much work and so many courses and programs and gone out and learned about people, and like, you've always been really positive and really loving. So like, you've always tolerated people even when you shouldn't and things like that. But you've always given your relationships chances over and over and over and over, even when both of you have made mistakes as human beings, but you've like put all that aside now and you're ready to move on. So when you get the soulmate presented to you, it's about making sure that the soulmate talks to you and you talk to him and you know what to say, because you don't know what to say when you meet a stranger standing there before you. You actually don't know what to say, but you've got all these people interfering and stuff and they don't support you. So that's the thing, is like, if the people around you in this scenario don't support you, then like, how are you supposed to meet your soulmate if nobody actually supports you? Like, if you know that you're out somewhere and you want to manifest your soulmate, where would you go? How would you start the conversation? I think it would be something like you getting ice cream, you saying, okay, he's doing exactly what I need him to do. He's taking the action that I need him to do. He's coming over to me and standing right beside me or right behind me. And he is acting like a soulmate. To get the ball rolling, I would say, if he goes and stands over there by the ice cream machine, most likely he's going to be my soulmate. Or if he comes out while I'm ordering takeaways or something, or if this whole store closes, something happens, and then I can start a conversation with somebody or figure out how I'm supposed to start a soulmate conversation with somebody or something, then I can figure out how that goes. But I don't want to get fooled. I need to know that this is real. I need to know that I'm not being tricked and lied to. I need to know that God is going to send me a soulmate who's going to commit to me, because to me it's like a lot of people are just having one night stands. They're not actually meeting their soulmates. So like, okay, God might have to consider that you might meet your soulmate and you might go back to his house, or he might come back to your house, but God has to put this in your favor. God would have to say, right, we think that you might need to go back to his house, or you might need to actually have the conversation on the day and say, we're going to be at each other's houses on the same day, because there's like this big drama about like the household situation. And I think I want God to focus on the fact that I'm going to meet my soulmate, but I might need to go to my soulmate's house first, or wherever he's staying, I need to go there. But I don't want to be around people who are having trust issues with housing. It has to be with my soulmate will already be able to trust me to go back to his house. So it can't be, the community is so full of people who are like catering to scarcity at the moment. And whenever like they see people hunting down other singles, they always start to get really fearful and stuff. So it's not a good thing. Like, when I meet my soulmate, I need my soulmate to be able to take me back to his vehicle or his house, or he would be okay to come back here, but he has to know there's like a lot of volatile situations going on around here, but there could be the same thing going on at his house. So it's just like getting into the houses is a really big topic. I'd like to do a really big point on the security side of things with the soulmate. It's for me, it's starting to feel really impossible for me to manifest a soulmate in my ideal vision, but also to manifest his deep down, I just honestly don't believe that the community has been able to open their like minds for me and their doors for me. It's like, yes, I just found another female soulmate, and her husband are able to like let me into the house and invite me over to the house. But sometimes I feel like the men won't do that. And so when I meet the soulmate, sometimes I can't even open my mouth to have a conversation with them, because I don't know how things are going to go. I don't know if he's going to trust me. I don't know if he's going to allow me back at the house. A lot of the men in Christchurch haven't been able to do that. They've always said weird things, like they've kept weapons around, or they like they already have insecurities of their own, or they're always trying to find roundabout ways to get people to, they're always working with their insecurities and their roundabout ways to try and get things to happen. And for me, that's quite challenging, because it still makes me feel like a criminal. And like, if I meet somebody at the fruit and veggie store and we start talking, we get an ice cream together, and we like spend the day together, and we're like, we want to be together and go away and be together, like, and be intimate and stuff. It's like, I don't want to move you. I would like to get the key or talk about the housing, and then we can just settle down, and it's like the end of story. Like, I'm waiting for those things to happen, and I'm waiting for like God, and not God speaking for my mother or God speaking for my father. It's like, I can't waste my time speaking to my mother and my father about the things that I want, because they're not they're not God. Like, I'm talking about my personal relationships. Yeah. I always try to make time for my friends and my family, though. My cat's throwing up now, so I've got to go. That's okay. Anytime. Thanks so much. Please subscribe, and I'll get to vlogging again soon. Hopefully, there'll be something on there that you guys might want to watch and comment on. Like, just, if you want to see what's happening in my city in Christchurch, see how interesting it gets. Okay, bye. You okay, baby? Baby? Are you okay?